Okay. Hey, I'm back. I'm back with another can of this not super great iced tea with lemon flavor. And I'm also eating a little baggie of those sriracha beans as a snack. I was looking for something more substantial to eat, and it turns out not a lot of food in our fridge right now. We need to do food shopping this weekend. Back in big, yeah. That was just because I was typing at some point, and it must have switched the model to that frame. Oh, when I was typing the lotto numbers in chat. Yeah, so the lotto numbers for tonight were 1, 2, 3, 4, 35, 42. Somehow it pulled 1 through 4 in a sequence. Wild. Yo. I was thinking, so instead of a BRB screen, since I don't have one, I was thinking, like, what if I have like an image that I can overlap on top of the PNG tuber, like how I have the Gamer Borb GIF that I haven't used in forever. That would just put the PNG tuber down, and I would pull the GIF up, or the image. It would just probably be a solid image, honestly. And the solid image would be like a sign that says like "out to lunch" or "be back soon" or something like that. Like literally just like a BRB as like a PNG tuber accessory. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'd have to think about how I actually want it to look, like a wooden sign, and see if anyone would be willing to make it for me. Anyway, we're back. It's about 15-20 minutes later. We're gonna continue Anthology of the Killer with the remaining 4 segments and the bonus stuff. Next up is Blood of the Killer. Blood of the Killer. Every one of these has 3 followers, exactly, on Twitch. Alright, that's not the game window. Alright, onwards to some blood. This is kind of... How much were the tickets again? I'm becoming increasingly skeptical that all the young people love it. Retromania, Bloody Night, Missing. What if the activities are still happening outside? There'll be plenty of time left over for activities. This is the last one, and then BB will be here soon. Okay, yeah, that's face. We don't want to go there. Heart. I see this area is getting more and more open. Ears, heart, face. And we're currently at blood. Okay. Where's blood? Ears. Blood. Oh, blood's down this hallway, okay. Whoops. Blood of the Killer. Ooh, there's birds. There's birds in this one. I think this is the last one I saw Vinny do. This is the one where with the journalist or whatever. We go to another town. Yeah, I think this is the one. Blood of the Killer. Just a regular night in a big city. Yes, that's what I'll say. They don't know I'm delivering a package. Oh, maybe this isn't it. Or maybe, actually, no, it might be. What's inside? I'll never tell. I feel it moving softly in my pocket. That's regular. Don't think about it. 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 Yeah. Oh, that's right. I meant to try looking it up next time I had one of those dreams. Dream Interpretation Guide, 5th edition, Travel Edition. Dream of snakes. A lucky dream which pretends success in business and in snakes. Dream of water. Like the water, you too shall receive lottery jackpot dividends. Dream of delivering a package. Violent death impending. Don't make plans. Well, these things are always open to discussion. BB's report. It's 10 a.m. and I'm heading out of the city to investigate a zine deal gone wrong. In the small town of Rivertown, a new distro was started with the assistance from XX City, but recently communiques from the town have stopped appearing. As the only one who has a rail card, I was appointed to re-establish contact and report on the progress of the scheme. The name of my contact is Clarice. Next stop is Rivertown. The final stop is Rivertown. This train no longer stops at Factory. Yeah, no, this is the one I've seen. I've seen this one. I know. I vaguely remember it. I mean, it sounds fine, but what do I do if she's just been too busy to call? Break her legs? Alas, our organizational charter commits us to accountability and on the scene. Never been out here before. Maybe I should try to be more worldly. People are staring at me in the station, so I smile and wave back. That's how you do things in the country. Yeah, I remember the nurse over there. Welcome to Rivertown, home of the Drinky Bird. Visit world's largest Drinky Bird while you're here. Wow. You see, this is what you find when you take the time to expand your horizons. It's the Drinky Crow Show. Or the sloshy Macaw Show, in this case. This statue commemorates the 200 workers incinerated by the Great Drinky Bird Factory Fire of 19XX. On the other hand, tourist stuff is probably pretty much the same all over. In brochure speak, this town is picturesque. Find out what that means someday. Houses are pretty, but half the doorways are bricked up, as if this place was set on becoming its own shrine. This is the place you go where you're horny. You can be bricked up no matter where you go. Warning. 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 Is this Drinky Bird their one contribution to society? Probably. Hey, Merc. I am here. Well, Clarice's place isn't that far, but I don't even have her number. Won't it be weird if I just show up? Maybe I should buy her a sandwich or something as well. Rows of wooden, non-functional little Drinky Bird statuettes are the only things for sale at the street kiosk. These things are lost technology? Maybe they keep the real ones for connoisseurs. A beautiful remnant of the town's prosperous heyday, sealed and preserved by the Historical Society. Well, the bricks are a bit much, but I guess I can't blame them for being thorough. Beneath me is the town's famous river, the Erg. Stained red by generations of opaque industrial processes. Real taste of the pastoral. Wonder if I could get a postcard while I'm here. When I visit somewhere new, I always find myself imagining what it'd be like if I lived here. This road were the one I walked down every day, expected and invisible. Same trips to the shops and the bus stop, only now infused with mystery, like I could be looking at life from the outside, as if I were myself. As if I were myself to become a stranger. Woo. Wonder if watching Gilmore Girls has given me inflated expectations around small-town life. I mean, speaking of inflated... Never mind. Anyway, if I have these directions right, Clarice's apartment should be right in the middle of that smoldering wreckage. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Poor Clarice. I hope she got out in time. Bird Town number 1, history issue. Whack. Don't worry, I'm a murderer. Yes? Boy, I was so surprised to hear they'd send 2 of us out here. Guess this town must be a bigger deal than it looks. Incidentally, where's your mask? I'm incognito. This guy thinks I'm a murderer. Well, good news. I'm nearly through with my report. Yes, the case is very nearly closed. Maybe you wasted a trip. Just 1 or 2 loose ends. I have a feeling I know what happened to Clarice. His house. Listen, here's a list of other places in the same supply chain. Check them out and try to re-establish contact. And don't tell anyone who isn't a murderer, or I'll have to beat them slowly to death with a hammer. On second thought, tell whoever you like. Gee, thanks, so I better go. Safe, unsafe travels? Unsafe. Wow, what a pro. Cheese and rice, Mooney. Man, what was that all about? Was that guy looking for Clarice? Didn't seem like a good time to ask him to clarify. Well, it's not like I have any other leads, and some of these do seem like places you might drop off a zine. You know, not to sound jaded, but I feel like I already have a good idea which building here will turn out to have been the book depository. Doesn't this place have a fire department? Mysteriously uncharged pages in the wreckage. Were they placed here after the fire? What do they say? A true secret history of the murderers and wreckers by a concerned citizen. The wrecker history of the murderers and wreckers, that is the false history which stands in place of the true history, evident is the merest child, is that false history which the wreckers and murderers seek to substitute for the glorious true history of the world. Truth of history is a beautiful house filled with statues, etc., and its people. Without history, the murderers and wreckers and conspirators who stand outside this house and try to break into the windows in order to replace everything with their disease history, and their wrecker history, which as a child can tell, is the false history, but nevertheless is passed to us as the real history, and the true is opposed to the really true and truly real history, which is that of the houses and the truth, and houses and monuments, and factories and statues, and beauty and truth and such like, which again a simple child can detect and point to and say that this is the true, this is the mine, this is the true history, passed on by my father, who is dead. Page 1. What is this shit? Just keeps going. Page 26. To betray the true history is to imply our fathers have passed us. The false coin of the false history is our glorious inheritance, is the ultimate betrayal, and is that the rejection of this betrayal of our fathers that we identify and reject the false history of the non-fathers as the wreckers, murderers, etc. from the outside of history. The dismal room outside the grand and meaningful museum of world history, filled with monuments, etc., etc., built by our fathers, our duty, our inheritance to maintain this inheritance, and reject the false inheritance of the murder history that the murderers and wreckers insinuate is the true history, and wreckers insinuate is the true history. The real history, but which we are known for ourselves as certain is the opposite of true history, is the false history and the false coin that diminishes the coin inheritance of the great history of our fathers and their coins and inheritances, etc. Hey! Wait a minute, come back here. Why is this guy running away from me? On the other hand, why am I chasing him? Well, I must admit it makes a nice change from the usual way around. My vengeance needs blood. Henry James. Return of the Master. The spoils of Poynton, mine at last. Wait, who's there? No, it can't be. You're... Ah! Ah! Crunch. Slippery flesh noises. Nobody appreciates the classics. Another mangled corpse, but how? Ah, if only every aspect of this case weren't suffused by such exquisite ambiguity. Wonder where that hat guy went. Is this some kind of private cinema? Decades of moldering promo posters molt off as I pass by. Feels like I'm the only person to be in here for years. Bird woman. Ooh, she's cute. More literary adaptations. I'm gonna look at the bird girl. Oh, there's yes. There was a little sausage in that room. Ogon Birdo. We work in the dark. We do what we can do. Ooh! Ha ha ha! Theater sealed as historical document for the benefit of future generations. Well, as a future generation, I just wish they'd dust. What exactly is this place trying to preserve? Desk in this office is less cobwebby than anything else. Why don't I find the shredded copy of Clarissa's zine, and apply for the Rivertown Historical Society? Well, I did want to visit some tourist stuff while I was here. Okay, I didn't learn anything from that, but the next place I go will definitely have answers. Street Market Historical Society. Record store. Excuse me, there would be a record store around here? Follow the smoke. Oh. Well, I may have exaggerated a bit. Any smoke here would have already disappeared, along with its owners. Melted 78s formed thick puddles in the ash. Bloody Hans and his Night Stranglers, live from the Bird Museum. Wish I'd had a chance to poke around in here before it burned. Found good stuff in these little record stores. Never even heard of any of these bands. Sturdy of charred brick passage stretches out behind the collapsed shelf. Is this the way to the employee lounge? Oh god, look at the shadow work here. Well, it's probably not the lounge. The air feels different here. Like I've walked into a much larger structure. Is this a transport tunnel or something? What's with all the crates? Tightly packed bundles of rubber horror masks. Sticker on the side reads XX City. But is it from or to? Hey Mandy, I'm thinking aloud, but wouldn't it be a lot easier to follow this girl if we just broke both her legs? I mean, as inconspicuously as possible. That's a good point. Handy, but we gotta stay undetected. I've got it. Let's kill her first, then we can break her legs and follow her around. Yes, wait, hold on. I feel like we're missing something here. But what? But what? How many possible combinations are there for A, killing her, B, breaking her legs, and C, following her around? Maybe we could experiment until we found the one that felt right in the moment. Why is there's this town so card-carrying little cob? It's everything in this game. I see an iterative approach. Well, it's 6 possibilities unless we do some of them more than once. But does this perfect combination exist? Let's find out. Oh, but aren't you just the cutest little murderer? Yes, you are! You're going to be executed for your crimes against history. Yes, you will. Stop that. Wait, why does everyone in this town think I'm a murderer? Is it just the coat? No use denying it. We've already seen you around with the notorious criminal, Murderer X. Also, we've been reading your zine. A truly heinous document that records your many crimes. July 3rd, Cannibal Blood Feast. July 10th, more knife murders. July 13th, Decomposing Corpse. Those are bands. It's called a scene report. Also, wait, did you really read my zine? Like, all of it? What did you think? A little prolix, but that's not a problem you'll have anymore. Everyone's a critic! Essentially, there's multiple murder cults happening, from what we could see. How do anybody store their masks this way? See a door up top and a clamber on. Greasy rubber Dracula mask slipping out with the great cascades beneath my feet. Still my 2 pursuers, but hopefully it's even harder to climb up that stuff in heels. Did I fall into a war between rival party supply chains? You know, this is a very high-end, horrible mask facility for such a little town. I wonder who's running it, and I hope I never have to find out. Kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you! Ouch! What did I actually learn from all that? Well, at least there are 2 people in this town who bother keeping up with zines. Wonder if they've ever met Clarice. Town's secret history is at the junk store. That's what I'd say if I hadn't accepted my own rat-like impulse to dig around in piles of used clutter by now. Still, you find things out. Entering crate mode, I rummage and discover cookery books, bits of wire, machine parts, old video game consoles, used medical textbooks with horrifying illustrations. Search goes on. Anthologies of inscrutable political cartoons, bushy golf balls, old newspapers with rambling letters to the editor from a concerned citizen. Rubber spider. Ah, scratch that. A regular spider. Underneath the Bort dolls, I pull out a box of ancient Drinky Bird figurines. Whatever strange alchemy once made them drink is long departed. Sweet bird of youth. Spoid. Nobody glances at me as I explore, which is possibly some roundabout way of asserting vendor's dominance. Well, there's no sign of the warehouse in the back, so I'd to say it's... Where in the back? Well, there's no sign of the warehouse in the back to say it's not part of the sale area. My chair just completely dropped, like the pneumatic tube on the just like completely contracted. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna fix that. Ugh. This chair is like, I got it back in 2020, and it's like, it's not working anymore. It was a cheap gamer chair, but it just seems to have kind of outlived its usefulness. The problem is the chair I want, like a nice office chair, is like $300, and I'm just like, not now. Not now. Just gonna lift my headphones for a moment here. Ooh. What if they keep the good stuff back here? Fragments of decrepit industrial machinery are stacked haphazardly around the corridor. Probably this is the good stuff to someone. Drawers of the old office desk are stuffed with rotting, mulched receipts. The header on one reads Golden Bird Co. LLC. Are these all from the Drinky Bird place? They really try to scale, huh? Old cogs and rubber casting trays, the outline printed on them seems familiar, like a face I glimpsed once in a dream. Back at the last table I find a binder. The words Drinky Bird Mark II production notes are written in the bureau on the spine. I open it and find some kind of crazed essay about sword fighting a bear? What? We see that in the organic world, the same degree that reflection gets darker and weaker, grace grows ever more radiant and dominant. But just as two lines intersect on one side of a point, and after passing through infinity, suddenly come together again on the other side, or the image in a concave mirror suddenly reappears before us after drawing away into the infinite distance, so too does grace return once perception has traversed the infinite, such that it simultaneously appears in the purest and human bodily structures that are either devoid of consciousness or which possess an infinite consciousness, such as the jointed mannequin of the god. Uh-oh. A lot of bears you met tend to use great swords. Solomon was once skilled enough to wield one of the more refined blades. Clarice? Gears are turning. It's kind of cute. Wait. Oh, I'm Clarice now. Weird because, like, the music is clearly coming from a specific spot, but, like, there's nothing there. So was that Clarice or not? Maybe she just didn't recognize me? After wandering a while down alleyways, I eventually tracked around the Rivertown Historical Society. It's pokier than I was expecting, but I guess it's plusher on the inside. Glass bird eyes stare at me back from every corner of the room. Is this history? Therefore I have sailed the seas and come to the holy city of Byzantium. Welcome, welcome, lover of history. Welcome to the Museum of Mechanical Birds. Yes, more than just Drinky Birds. Yes, though they form the firm foundation on which our foul town is built, we must strive to see beyond them, move beyond them, as our fathers did. Yes. Not liking where this is going. The immortal golden bird, glory of changeless, metal, well, plastic, ha. But the tradition remains the same. Alive, vital, living, unliving. Images of grace, images of fear. Machines of burnished gold adorned the great court of the Byzantium, and their function was to terrify, to demonstrate wealth and skill, and suggest these things might be turned upon the viewer. Ha. Town is baffling, one trickish. It's just all birds. Well, that's their claim to fame. It's the Drinky Bird. And this bird just took a drink. A beautiful tradition that continues on. Today, contemporary mechanical birds include the military, industrial complex, video games, and the internet. Yet what more might we find by following this river to the source? Uh-oh, that's the killer. At points of widening income disparity, similar icons are always acquired, and so the fathers. My father decided to take our novelty amusements factory into a new direction, one which could catch and manifest the shape of history. New birds for a new age. Yes, then what happened? Alas, the factory burnt down after the construction of the first prototype Drinky Bird Mark II. The town was never the same. But I think we shall catch the culprit someday. Ha 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 ha. Won't you put your name and address in the guest book? Commemorative t-shirt, ashtray, mug? Sorry, It's a mechanical bird thing. You wouldn't understand. Man, I'm never gonna wear this shirt. Look, it's Clarice. Or maybe Clarice. In the window. Attention patrons. Attention patrons. Finally out of leads. This is a breach of fake detective etiquette to just go home. Don't get up. Open mic time is about to begin. Please enjoy the first act in an hour of amateur musical stylings. Boing. And if you take a walk downtown and some time to look around, you see me and I walk by, oh darling, please don't cry. Tonight we'll meet at the dark end of the street. You and me. Nearly getting killed is bad enough without having to listen to musical numbers about it. I've been here all day and what did I even accomplish? I'm sick of it. I'm going home. The zine committee will have to cut their losses. What do I pay my dues for anyway? Well, admittedly, the tote bag is kind of cute. Nevertheless, I'm out of here. Train pulls up just as I reach the station. I hop on board. Great. Didn't find out what happened, but that's just how it goes. That's life. That's how I'll write it up. The seat is the comfiest thing I've ever felt. It's polyester or something. They should roll me up in this when they put me in the grave. The train is now departing. The next stop is factory. The final stop is factory. Uh-oh. Ah! Wait, don't kill me! Hey, where'd they go? I don't know where I am, but I appear to have both eyes and most of my blood. Were those just two posers after all? Cool night breeze comes in the open door. Somebody needs to build a flamethrower shaped like a Drinky Bird just for the Spaceballs joke. I wouldn't doubt it would exist somewhere here. Statues half submerged in ivy keep up on the lawn, till unlit factory buildings spread out in the distance, leading inexorably towards the mansion on the hill. Doors wide open. Aren't they feared someone might steal all their clocks? Hey, there's a mimeograph. Always wanted one of those. Smudged carbon copies are piled ankle deep across the floor, sternly announcing the dangers of unfettered mimeography. What do these letters say? Dear Sirs, first my warm compliments upon the previous day's Mary Worth cartoon, which I found both delightful and instructive. I've enclosed more ideas. However, I note with dismay your decision to not comment upon the increasingly outrageous price of cinema popcorn, a scourge which perhaps funds drug or gang activity. See previous letters. Decline of moral values. Rivers of blood. Can they legally call it a Happy Meal if eating one makes me depressed? Please print this letter. Faithfully yours, a concerned citizen. Man, these things are bleak. Wait a minute. Dear sirs, I hope this epistle finds you well. Here's an idea for a new Mary Worth cartoon. Feel free to use. In the cartoon, Mary Worth is depressed and sad and down in the dumps about her life that was promised, and the life that was had in the ruins of her parents' Drinky Bird factory, the rubble of a dynasty that never came to pass. When she starts to read a poorly printed samizdat she picked up at the record store with a sticker on the cover calling it a zine. The zine says that it's about history, and so she reads it, but it's not history at all. It's a bad dream and a horror story in which all the names and faces she reveres from the books and statues reappear instead as torturers and killers, as toadies and functionaries of a charnel house. As she reads, she feels as though the beautiful history she adores and worships has been replaced by a lake of blood that has no bottom, and she and everyone she knows is sinking in the lake, and so is her house. And as it is at this point in this comic strip that Mary Worth has a grand realization. She realizes that all recorded history is the object of vast conspiracy, and that the names given to this conspiracy is that of zines, acronym, that this conspiracy was the worm in the great apple that is the history and the reason that the apple now turns to shit in her mouth, and that her life will continue to get worse and worse until the evil conspiracy of wreckers can at least be smashed and killed and put to the end. Please give me credit if you use this cartoon. Constructive feedback welcome. Yours faithfully, a concerned citizen. I did wonder if that was too good to be true, that there were people who actually read these things. Hello again. Is she asleep? She's not chasing me. I should go, but this is my chance to see if it's really Clarice under that mask. This is a really stupid decision. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Yeah, we made a real mess of her getting all the pieces inside. This way, please. Don't worry. She's harmless until you turn the key. Mostly we just hang her coats on her and stuff. That's right. Where'd my coat get to anyway? Oh, it's around here somewhere. He didn't really have the figure for it. It was like chasing around the kid from Don't Look Now. Okay, thank you. Next time I got my clothes from the sexy Halloween nurse bin at the party warehouse instead. Couldn't hurt. Hello? Hahaha, yes, that's right. I, heir to the Drinky Bird dynasty, am secretly the concerned citizen whose inflammatory pamphlets have been causing such a stir. I don't really care. The Sangfreud expected of a true revolutionary, right down to the classic cell system. Each distro or cadre knows nothing of the others. But you didn't predict what remained of the Drinky Bird Mark II technology could be used to rewire a human brain. A rookie error. Zine HQ, Dark Money's Crime, Print Media Cartel, Mary Worth Censored, Apple Mary, Other Cells, Rivertown, Record Store, Bookstore, Secret Street Market. Once we infiltrated the network, it was easy. It was a shame your organization's tendrils had reached so many local businesses, but sacrifices must be made. Interestingly, they all had some sideline involving rubber horror masks as well. Coincidence, I guess. Why is that the thing you guys aren't paranoid about? And up here is you, attention caught by all the carnage. A representative of the National Corps is sent out to review the situation. Admittedly, I didn't think you'd burn down half the town in the process. Who knows what true depravity lurks in the criminal's skull. Man, I only got here today. I thought you people were the one burning stuff down. Don't be silly. If not you, then who? It's the killer. Well, it's nothing you have to worry about. Just give me a second, and then this body won't be you anymore. It will be a new thing that has your face and name. We're going to use it to kill all your friends. Won't that be nice? Nurses, can you bring the blood bucket before I open her head this time? Nurses? You deal with it. I smell smoke. Well, I guess this would explain it. Incinerating letters to the editor just light up the Incinerating letters to the editor light up the stairs. Just why is fire safety such an issue in this town? Smoke pours to the carpets and twists into strange shapes in the air. Glimpsed figures, vegetable outlines. Hear the pop of Drinky Birds exploding in their crates. Emerging and dissolving the air, reaching hands, a ghost, a staring head, a bloody mask. Is this the history that the guy was so keen on? I don't know if I get the appeal. It's the worst work vacation of my life. I can't believe I didn't even get to see the world's largest Drinky Bird. Wait, don't... Is that my coat? Thank you. I'm glad you're feeling better. Incidentally, I'm just here to check on the zine distro you were putting together. Ah! Okay, maybe that was pushing it. After a while, I made my way off the statue and took the last train home. The remainder of the mansion was still burning when I left. Never found out just what happened to Clarice, but they say if you hold a zine event in a quiet country town, she will appear and not buy anything. I mean, I think it's clear that the guy must have, like... Hey, happy Halloween, Robo Bunny, how you doing? I think the implication is that the doctor, like... That she's the Drinky Bird Mark II. That this paranoid doctor kidnapped the zine woman who was writing the zine and like, turned her into the Drinky Bird Mark II. And that her brain is, like, kind of, like, regaining its consciousness slightly. Or something. I don't know. It's a long time to stay big like this. Alright, what do we got next? Ears of the Killer. Again, only 3 followers for each of these. It's really funny. Had to stay 40 minutes over for various reasons. At least you don't have to work the night shift. Ears of the Killer. Golden Grave. Live music? Kill you. Is that the thing from Pizza Tower right there? It's a pineapple with glasses. Ears of the Killer. I think I've seen parts of this one as well. Weepster. 50,000 weeping men can't be wrong. Poor guy that is on his own though. Feel bad for him, but you don't really want to work nights. Yeah. I think this is it. This is finally the time that I murder somebody. CZ, I just wanted to let you know I'm preparing to walk the demon's path without honor or humanity. Alright, have fun. Don't try to stop me. I'm a creature of the darkness now. You'll probably never see me again. Well, goodbye. Try to put the mirror back behind you on the way out. where do we go from here? I'm actually confused. Where's the exit here? Oh. That's it. I'm vanishing into the abyss. Only one word is sounding through my brain. Kill. Kill. BB, if the music from upstairs is bugging you, why don't you just wear earplugs? I do wear earplugs. I can still tell that it's there. It's been 3 days of not getting enough sleep. Since then I've become more beast than human. Somebody who can't be held responsible for the horrible crimes they're going to commit. So you're going to slip a passive-aggressive note under their door? It's going to be very snippy. I don't like to do this, but sometimes it comes down to desperate measures. I knock on their door, but that's not usually a bad idea in this apartment building. Boy, these passages are really starting to fall apart. What's back there, anyway? A man dressed as a clown sits unmoving in the empty room. At least he's not playing his records loud. What happened to being neighborly? How come no one else seems bothered by the music? Am I being the unreasonable one here? Is this a normal thing to do? Down the pipes comes echoes from the whole apartment complex. Footsteps, voices, dump of furniture being moved in rooms you'll never get to see. Solid night ambience. Gone. And for what? I'm a simple person who needs 8 hours straight of dim whisper noises and fingernail scuttling in order to be at my best. Is this too much to ask of other people? What about my needs? I didn't even think there was anybody on this floor. Thick layers of dust lie undisturbed on plastic ferns. Wallpaper's on a rare nautical theme. Flesh-like sludge seeps out from beneath the door. So much for slipping a note under there. The door itself swings open as if from a secret breath. Realistically, this is a job for the custodian, but I'd still like to get some sleep sometime tonight. Where's that sound even coming from? Somebody leave their radio on under all the goop? Inside something like an instrument, I could dimly see a record. A dark relic could be buried in the middle of this. Midnight Sex Party at Dracula's House. Exciting surf instruments for young people by Bloody Hans and his Night Stranglers. B-side, Haunted Castle. Copyright Golden Grave Records, 1965. Ah. Oh man. I love the bubblegum universe, the flesh universe. I'm very much going to need to check this controller after the stream. Seems like not using it in a while is giving it drift for some reason. This is a Hall effect stick. Why is that happening? That's the killer. I like the pattern on that spiral. It's just like a separate layer that's like visible in spots and invisible in other spots. He's flesh crafting. Ah. Wow, sensational, folks. Wasn't that poignant? Let's all give a hand to our up-and-coming recording artist, Bebe, with her new song, Forced to Eat a Bird. Remember to support local talent by buying her CD. And now, the act you've been waiting to see, the horrible Screaming Murderers with their hot new single, Screaming, 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 Screaming. Yeah, that's a masterpiece, alright. These guys really sold out after their last release, Screaming, Screaming, Screaming. Is that a cover version? I see a little sausage on that poster right there. Wario Land music vibes. Did you hear the Weepster's new song, 99 Tears? Each tear is for a different person he strangled or killed. Wow, talk about emotional sincerity. Hey, I caught your set. Very milk can. Care to answer my questions for my zine? My zine? It's zine, as in magazine. Also, where am I? What day is this? Carpet Factory. Oh, shit. Yo, we're in the house like carpet. Question 1. What are your influences? There was a record by Bloody Hans and like a house and a bird, or just something abstract in the shape of a bird? Like the Holy Spirit? What? Stab Magazine. Catholicism sweeps New Wave. Ask for her opinion on the vernacular mass. Ask for her opinion on the vernacular mass. Up-and-coming recording artist BB replies. Continue page 12. We review the top new crimes. Knives of Rope. Old favorites ranked at last. Later in the same piece, he calls you the Pat Boone of singing about murder. Fuck! What the fuck? What does that mean? Who does everyone who writes a music zine... Why does everyone who writes a music zine talk this way? Again, weird that they censor her swearing. Actually, I think they're non-binary. Just going by, the way they refer to themselves. So, I've noticed that, like, all the swears that they say are censored, except the fuck in the third chapter, or the drool chapter. Wait, it's pronounced that way? I thought it was Zine. Well, it's short for magazine, so it's zine. Reminds me of A World on Fire by Bo Burnham. What even is this world anymore? It's a world full of murderers. Well, I support your dreadful cultural ambitions, but don't you have anywhere else to put these boxes? I was hoping these were yours. What's inside, anyway? Yeah, pretty much what I was expecting. Having fun with BB on stage. 12 super hits. Listen, don't. Death, 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 death. Sounds kind of Beach Boysy. Well, I did sometimes daydream about being a pop musician. Though I also like to imagine I'd be conscious at the time. At least the lyrics will be easy to remember. Just hope I could get rid of these CDs. ZZ, can I use your computer to look up something? Sure, just don't look at the other tabs. Rockadoodle Girl Chicken Reel. I've never actually watched Rockadoodle. Cement mixing videos, 4 hours. AskBogey.net. Search engine's my business. Bloody Hans. And his Night Stranglers fan shrine. That's a Simpsons font. It was the loudest, toughest case I've ever handled, but I always had trouble saying no to a dame. How do I turn off the detective? Just ignore him. I still need to update the blocker. Bloody Hans and his Night Stranglers. Active 1962. Novelty horror-themed surf active in XX City for an undisclosed period of time. Released numerous albums of nondescript surf rock overdubbed with stock horror sound effects. It's a tripod site, members.tripod.net /gidgetfan98/surfshrine/bdhans.html. Of interest to collectors due to the recording the world's first and only Esperanto language surf album, Ni Kantu and Surf, for ESP disc. Association with this label is said to have marked a turning point in the band's use of sound effects. That's the second time Esperanto's come up in this game. Copies of the band's subsequent recordings were privately pressed and are now hard to find. Midnight Sex Party at Dracula's House is popularly referred to as the only surf record on the Nurse with Wound list. Copies are said to fetch high sums in the 1960s memorabilia market, though it's been some time since any have been found. No other results for Bloody Hands. Did you mean Bloody Hands? Bloody Hands reaching. Bloody Hands coming towards you in the middle of the night. Blood off hands how to. Bloody Hands to study to. Related sites. Golden Grave Records. Enter. New age music for now people. Visit our new location, 1252 Pyramid Street, Music Gardens, XX City. Last updated March 1997. Site under construction. Well, it's not like I really have any other place to start. ZZ, I think I'm... Why are you wearing a tie? I just got a job. It's a very niche Tumblr webcomic core, kinda. Some kind of youth group in the Beach District was looking for someone to run their email newsletter. My knowledge of HTML, I was naturally the top choice. I'm officially an office lady, or OL. It's just a matter of time till I start making the big bucks and can finally pursue my dream of becoming a gothic novel heroine. Woof. Couldn't you do that anyway? Turns out to require a surprisingly large amount of starting capital. Incidentally, BB, if you want any advice on finding a job, feel free to ask. It appears I know all the tricks. Thanks, but I seem to have my own thing going on right now. Of course, now that I'm gainfully employed, I'll need a volunteer to run the table at the Retromaniacs convention this week. Absolutely not, I'm busy. Only serial killers attend those things anyway. Oh, don't give me that. You hang out with serial killers all the time. I run away from serial killers all the time. Not sell them merch. Well, maybe you should monetize your hobbies. Player select. Let's see, Pyramid Street, out between the Rat District and the Temple of the Patriarch. That's not far. One nice thing about the city is that everything's just a skulk away. Amusement house, fresh meat. Real hair. Some policemen at the intersection are examining a pool of blood through a comically big magnifying glass. They close off the street, but that's okay since I could head down the side. Doctor? Street closures. Have you seen this man? Suspect. He's got the fit a map on his face. I feel like I need to check today's police shape before I left the house this morning. Someone gets more abstract and sprawling each time. Another closure up ahead, but I think I could cut through that apartment complex. Maybe? Man, I don't feel my best today. Still can't get that tune out of my head. Junk leaflets are piled around the door of the lobby. Smiling faces learn guitar or write song lyrics that impress their friends. Nobody's been collecting them lately. Sounds like everyone's already busy. On the doors I could hear movement, low dumps and clangs, uncertain and irregular, like people working in the dark, or else people practicing scales for a type of song I've never heard. Who did put the bomb in the bomp bomp bomp? And would you really want to shake their hand? Funeral Man, Coffin Warehouse, 50% sale. Atrocity Man 2. Well, it's not like there isn't some other dumb fad every few months here. Like the unboxing craze. It's almost a relief when they started finding body parts. Hey, isn't this the address? Sorry for your loss. Me too. Golden Grave? 1 second. Hello, hello, you must be one of our investors. Make yourself at home. Please excuse the mess. You caught us in the middle of some excitingly dynamic organizational reshuffling. Everything must go. 50% sale. Boy, these are some quality coffins. Just to avoid a comical misunderstanding here, you guys are a music label, right? Yes, yes, a label for the new music. This way, this way. Please, no more. No more venture capital. No more. No more. Please ignore my soon-to-be ex-business associate. I can assure you everybody here is 100% thrilled by our move into a more creative direction. What you want should be right down the stairs. I admit the change in direction came as a surprise to us as well, but the inevitable... What? Stacks of old band merch in the basement we found when we moved in. The copyright had expired. We just thought the name was cool. Bags of money started showing up soon thereafter. This is how I knew this was the start of a new age, that vast rewards would be waiting anyone bold enough to drop what they were doing and seize the throne of cultural production. Stacks of old band merch in the basement that we found when we moved in. The copyright oh. The invisible hand can make no mistakes. Yeah. Ugh. Introducing the stars of tomorrow. How a simple and delicate arrangement of wires. The breeze from our passing is enough to set them twirling. A new dance every time. Tremendous savings. Yes, indeed. Are these all locally sourced? Oh, we've been just using whatever washes up on the beach. These are the prototype models. It'll be a while yet before we're ready to scale up production. Yeah, the stars of tomorrow don't even know the thriller. Yeah. The next stop will be getting them to sing. Listen, put your ear up to his chest. Don't be shy. Doesn't it sound exactly like the ocean? Eventually, Funeral Man gave me the scoop. The rest of the merch they'd found in the cellar was being sold off that day at a memorabilia event. But again, said I'd have to do something I swore I'd never do again. Welcome, Retromaniacs, top quality nostalgia wares and other helpful representative. To avoid eye contact with potential Retromaniacs, I've been catching up with the music press. Bebe, Death to Life, 4 stars. Review by Johnny Murder Blood. Can a color be a sound? Question recalling the fervid days of undergraduate frenzy scored to the sounds of Jerry Monroe's Sally. Ambient techno remix. Seems somehow both opprobrious and turgid when applied to new releases from mysterious up-and-coming musical auteur Bebe, yet reminds me of an anecdote, blah blah blah. The Weepster, Weeping the Night Away, 3 stars. Once again, an album of lachrymose hits from the Weepster. But isn't that enough in today's political economy? My alter ego's been releasing more material. Where did I even find time for this? Did I pass out in the shower? Luckily there's no customers, so I think I could slip away. Storefront isn't actually registered with the convention. It's just cheaper to set up in a closet and wait for someone to get lost. Main hall. It's busy, but I think I can make it through if I don't look anybody in the eye or express any kind of musical opinion. Actually, these people might be too busy making money to be interested in killing me. There are more suits around than usual. What exactly are these people hoping to buy? Cube. Excuse me. Valley of the Dolls. Culture workers crowd around the stalls, digging through boxes of hit clips and moldering teen beat magazines in search of unexcavated desires. Mankind be doomed to repeat the sins of the past? Oh, Caesar films here, all kinds. Little Caesar, Black Caesar, High School Caesar, Deep Space Caesar, Caesar versus the Haunted Moon Women. Fantastic value. Were the women haunted, or was the moon? Vintage knives, dusty old jackets, a Zemeckis cube pulled straight from the Oasis, wherever. Discount puppets! Saw you looking around. Please visit my stall. If you're a true memorabilia head, you'll find many rare items to your liking. I'm kinda busy right now. I like your mask? This is a circa 1975 Dapper Dog mask. Are you a Dapper Dog fan? List your top 15 Dapper Dog episodes. Now. Can't even name a single Dapper Dog episode, and yet you think it's okay to make some, I don't know, some little comment about my mask. People like you really make me sick. I don't have to dream about you tonight. I want to dream about climbing through the window and wrapping my hands around your neck. It's a special dream I have about people I despise. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's really even a dream. How much is a ceramic pineapple and sunglasses? That's $400. Isn't he a delightful little fellow? I knew you had taste. Did I lose him? I feel pretty lost myself. Sound the convention walls behind me is muffled, slowed. Could be any year out there. Merch around me yields no clues. Broken down displays from retro revivals, long abandoned, have been stuffed into the corridor. It's like being in a digestive tract for old band merch. My head here, I hear the sound of chewing. Consolidating into a new culture or form of the serial killer, just as all previously existing protagonists have been absorbed into the single official figure of the policeman. Further synthesis of the two into the kind of final protagonist of history, or last man, would blah blah blah. Oh, that's the, that's what's her name? Bosso. Must be the business sector. Consultants are hard at work pouring through the entrails of the culture, placing expensive bets in the shape of things to come. Succeeding while dead. Must be the business sector. Okay. Exhibit hall. Novelty horror. Nostalgic mixed with blood. Hot sound of the kids today. Is the drone of the conference speakers that makes me feel like falling forwards, or is there something that's making me responding? Or is there something in me that's responding to their song? Okay, we're first person again. Surf's up, baby. Magic of history. Once prominent theorists fleeing from state violence found accommodation in the beach district of XX City. Through proximity, their doctrine of negation was assimilated into neighboring surf culture and garbled a mystical form. The Church of the Negative is said to still survive today. Be true to your school. Some credit XX City's own Bloody Hands for having anticipated the cultural shift from monster-themed horror to the increasingly popular maniac killer contemporary style. Commercially unsuccessful in his time, he's said to have eventually left the music biz for spiritual reasons. Bloody Hands. Suddenly we're playing Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, yeah. Excuse me, sometimes thinking about the harsh realities of showbiz gets me all choked up. I hear you're beginning a musical career yourself. I too would like to be a pop sensation. Boo-hoo-hoo, boo-hoo-hoo. Some people call me the Weepster. Isn't that awful? But it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I just want you to know that I feel really bad about all the horrible things we're going to do to you. Boo-hoo-hoo. I'll probably cry myself to sleep tonight, the same way I do every night. Hit it. Day after day, I hunt down my scene rivals. It's so sad, so sad. How many more people do I have to chop apart before I get a media career? But can cultural ubiquity really fill the hole in my heart? I mean, maybe, but let's give it a try. Boo-hoo-hoo. I'm the Weepster, trying to do my best. I'm the Weepster. It's so hard to be an empath in this 21st century connected society. Won't you enjoy wallowing in my unexpected emotional depths? The tears of my career aspirations, are they enough to drown the world? Here is 2XXX. 100 years have passed. I've successfully murdered everybody on the planet and been inducted into the Rock and Roll Museum of Clothes. So tell me why? Why do I still cry? Could it be that these final tears are for myself? Pay attention to my sadness as I'm killing you. Just a second, I don't feel so. The world is the sum of the things which we do not improve. Don't stop singing, I'm gonna throw up on your shoes. Each night I look up at the stars and through crying eyes, contradiction in the boundary of the bounty of the sun, and dips his beacon into the chest of the dead earth, dreaming, finding there the telephone, the voice of the black river, flailing arm, tail endless over an endless green of greenish moistened cardboard, not radiating infinitely outwards, but rather shrinking towards the center of the sky, red yes, the red no. Oh god. There will come a day, it's not marked on any calendar. We will step outside at the end of the calendar. Streets shall be red with blood of the calendar. You stop interrupting my big musical number. Wilt thou fight and perish for the kingdom of the bird? Okay, I can't do any more of BB. Yeah, BB's got bar. Well, it's not BB. It was the thing that was shoved inside of her. Sometimes in my grave, I sit and dream of the world I saw back in the golden age of horror-themed novelty records. Listen, let me tell you about it. Everyone knew it was the next big thing. Every night there'd be another band, private press recordings, so amateurish they were sometimes just a background hiss. Like night surf. Running, screaming, wearing masks. I don't know who came up with that. It seemed like a good idea at the time. It was in a group called the Cat People. At the time I thought the Cat People would be like the next monster archetype, like Wolfman and the Mummy. It was an innocent time. We had a sense of purpose then. No, it clearly should be Bird People. There was one in our group. There was one group everyone liked. They had a maniac killer theme that was very outre at the time. During sets, they'd stop and point into the audience. Later on, another body would wash up on the beach. Nobody minded. We all knew it was part of the exchange. Some of the scene never hit it big. Things lost momentum at some crucial point. Band split up, the money never arrived. One by one, people drifted away, back into the straight world. But I never felt disheartened. I knew the life we glimpsed was still out there, buried under history like an unexploded mine. I know there's a place for me underneath those waves. Okay, it's an interesting little aside. ZZ's journal. Wage labor, so it's finally come to this. Awful. Penance for my misdeeds in a former life? Well, nevertheless, the gray mouse of despair travels over my duvet. I think if I want to listen to music about killing someone, I pull up Skillet and the Sirens. Never heard of them. Another beautiful and tragic journal entry. Eventually I'll package all these up and sell it as a book. ZZ. Poor dead genius whom everyone mistreated. Why not get my posthumous validation while I'm still alive? I better get to work. Positive Way LLC. Oh, it said it was around the boardwalk somewhere. Can businesses be shy? Okay, so we're playing as female Millhouse here. Guess it's still the off-season. Heaps of unsold beach merch molder crabbily behind the nailed-up doors. Two gulls on the boardwalk are trying to peck apart a plastic clam. Further down the beach, I see people moving towards the water. They're trying to surf? I don't get any big waves out here. In fact, I'm not even sure if that's an ocean. Towels for health. Bort! Sassy beachwear. Still have time before work, so I decided to catch up on the psychic health of culture as revealed by the slogan shirts at Sassy Beachwear. My gamer boyfriend has never been charged for crimes committed in 1988, 1991, and 1993, and if not stopped, he will kill again. And yes, he bought me this shirt. Should get this one for BB, for future murder victim. There are a group of bosses who appeared in Hades too. They're exactly as it says in the tin. A group of 4 sirens who use their enchanting song in the form of rock music. Oh, that's cool. I haven't played Hades. Spiral stair seems older than the pier. Seaweed crunches underfoot as I head down. What's that thing they say about seaweed? It only grows above the water level or something? Well, looks like the place. Time to launch my professional career. I really had a job before. Maybe they're good? I'll try to keep them an open mind. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm the new hire. That was today? Well, you certainly got here just in time. I used to be in charge of keeping the website up myself, but I'm not hep on all the new technologies these days. I mean, HTML 3? HTML 4? What's next? Yes, that's how they get you. You made the right call getting me in. Luckily, I had your desk set up already. It's just back there, past the communal dormitory. This is the main office. Fax machine's to your left. As you can see, we're very modern. Are we the only people here? Oh yes, of course. Officially, they're all on the away mission. But I don't think they'll mind you borrowing a desk while they're away. This is computer. Use the arrow keys to move around and access sites and programs. Yes. Wait, why did you hire me if you didn't think I knew how to use a computer? Nobody else applied. Well, at least he's paying me. I wonder what their site's like. Yeah, that figures. Red alert. Next stage of human evolution is imminent. Comet Hyakutake brings closure to the Positive Way research unit. Get paid to read email, form a downline, and get paid even more. Get $10 to start, free. Proud to announce, on July 7th XX, Research Group Leader Mr. President officially draws curtain on the human experiment pending graduation to new species or possibly some form of ray. While our human selves will not survive the transition to the extraterrestrial way of life, we are serene and confident that we shall nevertheless be returning to soon spread the good news about the world that is to come. Mr. President demonstrates his favorite pyramid on the eve of the grand voyage. Oh no. Organizing large trash pickup for the big day. Members relax by hanging 10 upon the waves. Princess Di Memorial Award, Rite of Elegance. Oh my god. Big sale. Positive Way video lecture series, now $29.95 and plus P&P. Limited offer. Once you've decided to return to the sea, many have been feeling that leaving the sea was a bad decision. In this hour-long tape, Mr. President examines the pros and cons before coming to a measured and reasonable conclusion. The mundane monochord: know your rights, know your responsibilities. If struck in the more spiritual part, the monochord will give eternal life. If in the more material part, transitory life. Many are saying this. Find out why in this catered seminar. Giggles, guffaws, and goofs. The best of laugh time at the compound. Between revelations, Mr. President often keeps the away team in good spirits with his patented collection of wisecracks, impersonations, and good-natured comedy riffs. This hour-long video cassette reveals a lighter side to Positive Way, while also containing important messages about how human life was a mistake. Look, a job's a job. I'm not running away. I'll just find that guy and try to be very clear about my career expectations. Also, I should probably ask for the money up front. Many are saying this, yes. What do they mean by this? Ooh, didn't hear you come in. Was just working on one of the organization's little revenue sidelines. But sales have really fallen off since Volume 4. I'm starting to think people have had enough of soothing aquatic mammal sounds. Well, anything's possible. Well, last year not seeing this organization at its finest. I think about the glory days when the group was still together, not yet departed to the level beyond human, vanished to the next dimension, never to return. Hello. We came back. You're right, that does look more professional. Positive Way, wellness and emotional health expertise. Be part of a welcoming, mindful-oriented community today. Subscribe to our daily aforementioned newsletter from $19.95. Live pray with streamers near you. Press enter to support our emotional labor at the shop. You can't just have a wall text these days, it scares people away. What's a little blobby cartoon, guys? Nobody knows, but you gotta have them. That's the corporate art style. Yeah, she made it the corporate art style. Exactly. Exactly, Robo Bunny. Ah, the life of a web design professional. Busy, busy. Better make sure the shop's up and running, too. Got a lot more traffic after buying all those podcast ad spots. Barely recognize this place anymore. Modifications are being made all the while. New driftwood suites sprouting up out of every corridor. Is that what they mean by scaling up? Ah, it's young ZZ. I hear you've been coming up with some new ideas for our online store. You got it, boss. For example, Oregon pyramids are all well and good, but why stop there? What about the possibilities of non-pyramidal Oregon items? Oregon weed leaf, $29.95. Oregon dollar sign, $36.50. Oregon video game entity, $59.99. Yeah, fast. Where's her hands? Very compelling. That's a Garfield. Very compelling. You know, it's rare we get someone of your entrepreneurial abilities joining a death cult. They'd just prefer to start their own. Well, for what it's worth, I'd regard myself as more of a temporary employee. Anyway, do you still want me to take stock in the basement? Yes, good idea. Maybe there's something else we could put up in the store there. Remember, everything must go. The Shingite Sonic. You know, for a startup type organization, these guys sure seem to have tried stockpiling as much ready cash as possible. Maybe I should get my CV ready again. Let's see here. Cultish training tapes. Can think of at least 2 distinct types of people who'd pay for those. Aforementioned CD-ROMs, expired calendars, more pyramids, etc. Whole shelves of glossy self-published books, each one proving beyond a doubt the existence of extraterrestrial life. They've never been opened. Wonder where that drought's coming from. Old doors all over the complex. They're all nailed up. One behind the shelf swings and invitingly open. Well, variants are always worth something. Some nice corridors. It seems a shame to let them get all seaweedy. Friendly alien posters were improvement, though. Why frame empty canvas? Opposite of a vase. Some of this might be tough to sell. Maybe they do okay in the novelty market. Funny retirement presents, etc. Shelf of old and worm-infested books. The words on every page have been carefully scribbled out. Thesis 1. The world is the sum of things that are not the case. Thesis 2. The world, never the... No. Thesis 3. Just a bunch of dashes. Cold seawater laps at the carpet. From somewhere in the darkness, I hear the barking of seals. Is this the career track I've heard so much about? I came down that way, right? No. Began to disappear piece by piece into the air until nothing was left. The clothes found by the acolytes turned into holy relics, emblems of the negative, the remains of their victims. What's the rad 80s carpet? Effects track 206, terrified scream number 37, with a cheese grater, black hair, blue coat, name not recalled. BW, chopping SFX, gurgle 12. One with an umbrella that came to the party, name not recalled. License under Creative Commons Attribution License, Bloody Hands 1963. I think the implication is that the effects tracks coming from people that this Bloody Hans person killed. Of the missing last moments pressed into new recordings, screams repeating over and over left on the rack in the basement of the sound effects library. Possible commercial applications? At least to video game companies. Ask the new hire. This was the inner sanctum of the old organization, so dedicated to negation that eventually they disappeared themselves. But you can't make a living out of that. I was new here at the time, but it was clear to me that we needed change, a new direction, a new shape, better fitted for the things we saw coming down the pike. We can escape, build a new life, back under the waves, back where there were no waves, a new house to weather the tides of history. But you can help us. Maybe the start of a new world. Have you ever thought about entering upper management? Hi. The board and I... Hello? Hey, Neat Dreams! Thank you for the raid! What were you playing? Let me give you a shout out in a second. So, am I getting made permanent or what? Are you playing Alien Isolation? Nice. Where did we leave? Where did... We were at the RetroCon. And then what happened? Oh, we had the hallucination. Or not the hallucination, the bird thing came out of her body and chased down the weeping guy. Was playing the Last Survivor DLC for Alien Isolation and switched over to Ace Combat 7. Nice. She's waking up. Get the rubber pipe. Locals only. We don't like punk rockers out here. This is Jan and Dean country. Wait. I'm not even punk. I'm new wave. There's a new wave? The legends were true. You should go see Mr. President. Mr. President's a great friend of the department. We get a police discount on our Zodiac readings. Cops swing their attention away, staring out at the unseen into the surf. It's getting late. Soon the streetlights will come on. How long was I out? Move along. What happened to the Weepster and Co.? Piles of clothes neatly stacked up on the beach. Maybe they'll decide to head out for a swim. Oops, looks like we misjudged the cultural mood once again. No Age of Aquarius this century. At least I get to go on the away team this time. Beat the ocean, there's no such thing as history. The big fish eat the little fish, on and on, forever. Doesn't that sound nice? We're going to bring you all there, but there's no use dwelling on the past. Maybe we'll come back up to visit someday. See you all in 50,000 years. What a strange individual. Happy Halloween. Thank you, Neat Dreams. You have a happy Halloween. I hope your Halloween was happy, too. My voice is kind of shot because I've been reading for almost 5 hours straight. Fresh signs taped upon the weathered boards. Discount spiritual opportunities and videotapes. Cheap. I think I recognize the handwriting. Greetings, traveler. Oh, it's you. Hi, BB. How goes the new career, ZZ? Oh, management disappeared. Everyone else lit out with as many office supplies as they could carry, and I think this building might be sinking into the water. Your standard tech roll. Right now I'm doing one last round of asset liquidation before fleeing. Turns out the guy online is interested in a box of old LPs I found in the basement sector. BB, you're into music now. You think these could be worth anything? Midnight sex party at Dracula's house. Bloody Hans and his Night Stranglers. Ooh, that's rare. It's getting late. Can't believe this guy wouldn't wait until tomorrow. You were the one who wanted to get these records off our hands. Besides, if someone wants to give us money, then we should respect their priorities. Gossip scoop. Funeral man found dead in his workplace, strangled by an unknown assailant. His brother, Funeral Man, was also killed. It's a sad day for funeral fans. Today's political economy is said to be wet and full of vigor. Now remember, once he hands over the money, give the all clear and I'll come trade the LPs. It's going to be careful in these kind of situations. Yes, indeed. Why do you want to meet at the planetarium anyway? This doesn't make him feel at home. Whoops. Oh. This is some planetarium. Ooh, that mic peeking. Hey there, thanks for coming out tonight. Aren't the stars pretty? Isn't it nice? Isn't it a nice night? Do you think the world is basically good or basically bad? Man, I just work here. Good answer. Ever since I heard your CD, I knew we had a lot in common. People used to say, Blue, look around. Look how beautiful the world is. Beautiful compared to what? I live here. It's nothing new to me. I've never known any other kind of world. By rights, this one should be as noticeable to me as the back of my own head. But it's not. It doesn't feel like that, and that's how I knew. This world was not my home. There was another, the negative, the point of comparison. You think I'm just being lyrical, but it's true. I've seen it. It's a real place. I've been there. I've seen it. The counterworld. The invisible antipode. You've been to Australia? Hey, if you two can't stay long, just stop in and say hi and have a snack. It's kind of late for you. Yeah, it's really late for you. You're not usually here at 3 in the morning. Eastern. Also, sorry for the audio peaking here. I was so flattered to be mentioned in that interview you did. Made me think it might be time for a comeback after all. Seen so many things since I died. Can't wait to show everybody. You can go first, since I know you're a fan. Come back. Did you bring my album? It's been a while. Wanted to make sure I remembered all the songs. Wait here and I'll bring it to you. Trust me. You can trust me. I'm a verified seller. This is so loud. I have no fucking idea where I am. I'm getting caught on shit. Doesn't matter, I've learned new words. On a red earth with a red sky. There are people there too, in the other world. They spoke to me, but I couldn't understand them. Motherfucker, you did just go to Australia. Hey, is this still the same building? Also, again, a fuck not censored. Everything is like Velcro. Everything's good and bad. Look, man, there's no difference between good and bad, you dingus. This is ear-splittingly annoying. I have no idea where to go. Every building is the same, every person is the same, every sentence means the same thing. And they wonder why I started killing people. Lights out! Man, I'm not a parrot. I'm not gonna fall asleep just because you put a bag over my... Well, here's another nice mess you've gotten us into. So, okay, you both aren't ready to headline just yet. That's okay. You could stick to backup duties for now. We all have to pay our dues. What's that? That's the new wave. I thought you knew. Okay, fellas, it's been a while, but this is our big shot. Our chance to usher in the new. Why not start slow with the cover version? Psst, BB, I think I can untie this. BB? There's a new sun rising up angrily in the sky. And there's a new voice saying we're not afraid to die. The old world make-believe, it's blind and deaf and dumb. Nothing can change the shape of things to come. Oh, we're back here again. Whoa. Wee-ha! Wee-ha, wee-ha! Wee-ha! Ha-ha-ha-ha-ha! Whap. Wang. Whoops, any of you bring any strings? It'll just take a sec. The wave of the new seems to have crested a little earlier than anticipated. Don't worry, I think we can turn this gig around. You guys remember the chords to Walk, Don't Run? Hello? Hello? BB's report. After clinging to a piece of driftwood, ZZ and I eventually washed up on the beach and caught the last bus home. That was the last I saw of the band. In the end, the new wave broke apart before it could do much damage. By the time it rolled away, only the sassy beachwear store would be sassy no more. My newfound music career seemed to have ended about the same time that all the money vanished from the scene. The remaining true believers spent their time on arcane factional disagreements before going underground. Stab Magazine, True Heads Only, No Scene, No Corporate, Weepster Wars Update. Weepy's band's new single, I'm the New Weepster, has prompted 4 new Answer records claiming to be or inhabited by the spirit of the original Weepster, including Weepster's Revenge, Watch Out, I'm Lil Weepster, I'm the Weepster's Dad, Just Call Me Dad, and I'm the remastered original Weepster. New Schism Alert. Neo Darkwave Murdercore is officially split from the horror wave crime punk tendency and requests that they move out of his garage. In the end, the only sign that anything mysterious had occurred was an abrupt Beach Boys revival that seemed to last all summer long. While I'll be planning out a route, we're going to take it real soon. Oh, man. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish both of the remaining ones. But next is Heart of the Killer. Whew. This tonight's doing murder on my throat. It's a good thing that I'm gonna pretty much not be speaking most of the weekend. Heart of the Killer. Man, that Weepster fight, dead built like a Disney acid sequence, yeah. Heart of the Killer. More like Fart of the Killer. Sometimes when I wake up, there's a moment where I don't know who or where I am. The cloak of habit falls away. I look around. I'm in an alien land, a distant country, full of objects whose use will remain forever unknowable to me. Then I get up and move over to the window. Turns out I'm still in the dream resort after all. Well, part of sleeping in a different bedroom is feeling like you might wake up as somebody else. Better start my rounds in case it turns out I'm still myself after all. That's another indistinguishably perfect summer day. Nothing is stirring within any of the other buildings of the compound. Is there anyone in here who has to dust? Participant survey. Please use the attached pencil to fill in the response. Use editor check where appropriate. What did you dream about last night? Check as many as apply. Erotic disavowal? No. Collecting plastic figurines? Being chased around? Yeah. Memory of particular basement. Memory of multiple basements. Friend whose face you can no longer recall. Carpet warehouse. Oh, we're in the we're in the warehouse like carpet. Other. Use attachment B. We should at least serve breakfast with these. How do you feel about the sleep? I like it. I suppose it's necessary. I fear it. Don't mind neutral. How would you describe your condition on waking? Very refreshed, haunted by half-remembered visions. Groggy, require sustenance. Absolutely. Have you seen this person? Think carefully. Yes. Once. Mark complete. New world of exciting wallpaper greets me from behind the door. Guess they're still coming in to redecorate while I'm asleep. Today's style is the standby pop art basement. Dresser drawers are varnished and shut and can't be opened, possibly for insurance liability reasons. Stock photographs of smiling families stare down at me from atop the shelves. It's getting harder to tell how long I've been staying. For a while I kept a tally, but someone else seems to have been adding to it lately. Little pipe's a nice touch, though. The sofa's covered in some hard, waxy substance that makes it impossible to lie down for any length of time. Is this placeholder furniture, or could it be interior design? Outside in the corridor, it's quiet and still. No noise but the sound of distant elevators moving up and down behind the walls. I have to assume things will be less creepy here once this place is actually open for business, but it's hard to say for sure. Dressing room still feels like being stuck inside a wardrobe. Air's still and heavy, as if smothered by too many coats. Well, I better see what my options are today. Heaped with ornate frocks and gowns, expensive looking but weirdly out of style. They were pillaged in bulk from an abandoned prop warehouse. At least that explains some of the stains. Decisions. Man, these are both sort of preppy. Let's do green. Or purple, rather. It'll do, but maybe it's for the best that nobody will actually see me in these. Behind me, something slides beneath the door. Sorry, I'm like out of it. I'm like losing energy here. I'm a participant. I love to dress up in fashion and styles. I use the enter button to mark statements I agree with. Your clothes make me feel like a girl CEO, murder victim, fast casual, unidentifiable. In my outfit, I feel more or less likely to achieve my goals. More likely. Feel more or less likely to find love. Feel more or less likely to walk into forbidden areas. Feel more or less likely that my body will never be found. No. All the rooms are already boarded up. Seems a bit much as a security measure, but I guess it's nice to have a break from all the overall frou-frou aesthetic of this place. As ever, Dial-A-Boy is securely bolted to a table at the end of the hall. I have no idea what any of the buttons do because I refuse to touch it and find out. Mike, Bob, Paul, Carlos, Dave. The elevator descends, carrying me further into the complex. As I delicately partake of the coffee and muffins left inside, think back to the events which first brought me to this place. I can't believe that was a real board game, yeah. I'm out of drinks. Hey, it's Agent Beebe. What's up? Boss, I've decided to resign my commission as a mystery shopper. It was fun at first, you know? Empty aisles, furniture that looked off-brand. Each discovery seemed charged with secret meaning. Hidden transmission from the heart of the mall. You have nothing better to do. Would you like to make some money? Mystery Shoppers Inc. Join today. Pay to roam around the shopping district. Okay. Looking for things that didn't fit in. Empty aisles, furniture that looked off-brand. Each discovery seemed charged with secret meaning. A hidden transmission from the heart of the mall. But as soon as I had second thoughts about the work, about renting my senses to the highest bidder, as if not even my perceptions were really my own, a tool of store surveillance, a private eye, started dreaming about being pursued through strange malls. My figures I couldn't quite see, having signed up to the store credit schemes on terms I knew I'd never be able to afford. I don't know what I'm doing here. Where am I? What am I doing? Can't tell where I'm supposed to be. Huh. There we go. Is that so? Well, that's a shame. Just about to contact you about this new lead that came in. Peaceful, secluded resort seeks sample guests. Must be comfortable with free room, board, and solitude. Exciting decor, competitive pay. Designs for living, Dreamtown. How about it? One more job? One more job. Surprisingly, it's all been going fine, although I'm still not sure what exactly this resort is or what you do when you get to one. It seems to involve a lot of statues, though. Rooms so dense with ornament that it's easy to feel lost within them, or like an ornament them yourself. Is this place just a fantasy camp for people that dream about turning into furniture? That's a thumbnail-worthy shot right there. Karma would love this place. I guess the real question is why they're lodging me here to begin with, given that I'm not exactly the target audience for a place like this. Though I can't imagine who else would be. The courageous is a pool out in the open courtyard. The windows of neighboring apartment units stare down like empty eyes from every side. Personally, I didn't bring trunks. But you're here alone. Who would give a shit? I guess. I don't know. Way-in leads to one of the specialty suites. The immense white body of the marble horse takes up most of the space in the room. Had a habit. I checked the bookshelf on my way through. Gothic romances, some kind of girl detective franchise. Could they find anything to fit the theme? This one reminds me of Paradise Killer. The setup of the resort here reminds me of the Millionaire Village from Thus Spoke Rohan Kashibe. Just the, like, covered, the surrounded resort type thing. You desire our businesses. What's your opinion about cowboys? I'm pro-anti-cowboy. I'm pro-fucking-cowboy. Without warning, a smiling, handsome cowboy walks to your front door. Your immediate response is pleasure and excitement. You remember the Red River Valley? No. Does the paraphernalia of cattle ranching hold emotional meaning to your heart? Prefer not to say. Next is the exhibit hall, set up to allow guests to live out their fantasy of being lost inside a boutique furniture showroom. Velvet drapes slowly sway in the breeze from the AC. Ideals for living. Dreamland Furniture Collection. Coming soon to the finest stores near you. Mass production pending following user feedback trials. What do cowboys have to do with anything? I don't know. There's 18 wild ones out in the yard. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Robo Bunny. Ram Ranch really rocks. Mike, the firm but fair CEO of the Dream Resort business. Business is #1 love, but there could be room for another in his heart. Bob, yeehaw, this rootin' tootin' CFO enjoys lasso, yodeling, and late nights among plains. Said to be looking for his very own sweetheart of the rodeo. Paul, the artist of the board. Paul's creative instinct shines in the marketing department. He's brooding but deep. Will a muse allow him to complete his masterwork at last? Carlos, the zany one, can be identified by his catchphrase, hamburgers, mmm. But does his easygoing demeanor hide a sensitive soul? Tom, representing the HR department. Tom is also Prince Regent of a distant landlocked country of Aldovia. With his old world charm, he's sure to treat a lady right. Do I actually have to pick one of these? I guess not. Face of this painting seems familiar, but no time to think about that now. There's the bell for the focus group testing. Not sure if I stop showing up, but somehow I get the feeling it's not a good idea to find out. Welcome to the experience room. Use left and right keys to indicate emotions. Posable Commander Data Star Trek figurine. Roll of barbed wire. Fear. Colbert L'Orige du Monde limited edition Funko Pop. Fear. Car crash victim autopsy photographs. Mostly fear. Chair made of chicken bones. Ooh, I need that. Liminal photograph of empty theme restaurant circa 1998. Yes, please. Old boxing glove and a circular saw blade. Yeah, sure. VHS player filled up with chewing gum. No thank you. Guantanamo Bay souvenir shop t-shirt. Let's remain neutral on that. Thank you. Boy, the examined life really takes it out of you. All that coffee doesn't help much either. Could swear I once found a bathroom around here. It's gotten late for you. Just finished eating up your snack and brushing your teeth. You're gonna go to bed? Alright, EV2. Thanks for stopping by. Those are real. There's a Disney shop at Guantanamo. Unbelievable. Over like a fat rat, peas in a pod, do. Thank you for the follow, Star Platinum 69. Awesome. Great standing, great number. I'm getting tired. I'm getting sleepy. Like the EP is setting in hard. I'm not going to be able to do the last chapter of this tonight. Sorry to say. Again, if I'd started when I wanted to, I would have maybe had just enough time, but I think this is probably going to take too much. And out of bed too was nice. Well, thank you for stopping by, Merc. I appreciate it. Psst. Hello, are you new? You must be a fellow guest reviewer. Call me Cece. In my spare time, I edit a zine about strange occurrences that happen in the city, many of which seem to revolve around an elusive figure I refer to as the Murderer. Is that so? Are you the only other person here? Well, let me think. There's also HHII, But listen, I think I found out the truth about what's going on in this place. Oops, gotta run, but meet me here tomorrow. I'll give you the full scoop. Bye for now. Guess I should be reassured to find out that I have peers. So I feel like it's time to skip town. Ugh. Shame I won't be doing that soon. Hi. Whoa! Why? Yeah, wait. A dream. Must have been a dream. Isn't this a different bedroom than the one I was staying in before? I actually don't remember heading back to my room last night, although I put up to that general monotony of the days around here. Am I even still in the same building as last time? Those are creatures, alright. The dial last night was ringing. Was the call meant as a warning or a threat? The grinning and impassive faces of the boys provide no answer. So I make my way back to the bathroom, or at least another one that looks like it. Nobody around, but something glints at the edge of the mirror. Okay, I'm getting really tired. It's like hitting me hard now. Gotta wrap this up. Oh, okay. Okay. Contract dossier, The Spook, 0009, MBA, University of Chicago, Mansfield Research School of the Americas, member of the RAGGMOPP, a reclusive management consultancy that meets in a remote Swiss villa once a year to discuss forbidden business synergies. The existence of the Spook has been a subject to official denial for so long that he no longer seems to possess any bodily form, requiring him to use the use of a large plastic bag to get around. The table stacked with documents. A familiar face looks back. At least now I know that wasn't a dream. On the table, I find a conspicuous-looking note and a keychain. Keychain and a note. The ivy opens after dark. There's also... Hey, wait a second, I know this. This is Marcy's World. Marcy's World #1. Audiences around the world were moved by its earnest depiction of a maiden's heart. As a result, it sold like gangbusters, and the fabled 1990s zine boom began. Woof. Marcy's World #2, on the other hand, took 10 years to come out, cost $100 million to produce, and sold approximately 30 copies. That was when we knew the golden age wouldn't come back. Wonder what this is doing here. Doll made of synthetic hair. Apple filled with drawing pins. Intrigues or not, it's probably a good time to think about getting out of here. Princess Diana commemorative beanie baby. Focus testing products seem like they're getting increasingly deranged. This again. Uh-oh. Maybe I don't need to grab my stuff. Well, at least the weather's nice enough for a stroll beneath the moon. The rooftops sprawl and ramble like a pleasure garden. You may hear the creak of the bedroom door. Another questionnaire seems to be waiting on the roof. Totally an abrupt step up in familiarities. Beloved, flee swiftly to the central tower, where my secret private submarine docked underneath the compound shall whisk us both away to a new life of romance and adventure. Don't you know who this is? Look into your heart. I'd also be obliged if you would fill out the departure survey below. How would you rate your stay? Give him a 4-star review. Enter additional decimal places in Appendix F. Would you recommend us to a friend? We'll think about. What was your favorite part of the resort? Fresh linens, wallpaper, horse room, pool. Mounting fear of being killed, complimentary muffin service. To the pool and the horse room. I like being turned into a horse, and that's where I go to have that happen. I'm pretty sure I don't know anyone who owns a submarine. What's this doing on the roof, anyway? Do you get a lot of people passing through? Yeah! That's a lot of strength in those boneless trash bag arms, motherfucker. Go back to waving at people outside car dealerships. Another fucker that's not censored. This noise sounds like a modified pink trombone recording. Kind of similar. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Make it back to the courtyard pretty quick, which is surprising given how directionless this whole place seems to be. Maybe it started nearer than I thought? Ivy door hangs open in the dark. Guess I didn't even need to use the key. BB, come quick. Don't you recognize your voice? It's me, the beloved. The one from your dreams. I'm here, in real life, waiting for you in a room in the resort. You know my name. Why won't you call it? All you have to do is call. I'm counting on you now. Which one am I? Reach out. I'll be there. I need you to call me. Call me. Call. Call. Call me. Call me. Come. I said I'm not touching the fucking dial-a-boy. You know, on the basis of your questionnaire results, you really ought to have emotionally imprinted on at least one of them by now. Would it help if we put you in our alternate A-B tested dial-a-girl group instead? Not particularly. Wait, who are... Well, it happens sometimes. We do our best to give people what they want, but sometimes there's just some unfortunate soul who doesn't know what that might be. How about we just fit you up for something off the rack? What the fuck? Pumpkin Summer. And then I woke up in a nameless city, one I knew to be accursed. BB, come downstairs. I made pancakes for the Harvest Festival. It's shaped like a house, but the proportions are all wrong. These walls and furniture seem to base no trace to earthly manufacture. So why do I feel like I've seen all this before? Look at this. Look how unrealistic this room looks. What are these? What's this furniture? Rooms wind aimlessly as though misremembered from a dream. Huge functionless chambers branch out from the central passage and seem to contain nothing but a handful of props. Down the stairs I glimpsed a darkened chamber, sprawling out at a random far beneath the earth. Presumably this room is used for religious ceremonies of some description. Pretty creepy, bro. Good morning, sleepyhead. It's me, your sister. Aren't you excited for the festival today? I know you're a hotshot big city writer now, just passing through as part of our book tour for your hotly anticipated novel. It'd be a great way to reconnect with your life-affirming small-town roots. You should say hi to everyone at the Pumpkin Festival. Say that Greg from high school will be there. Remember Greg from high school? Is really my sister? It's not like her to be awake during the day. Anyway, it's all coming back to me. Yeah, that's my quaint hometown. But for some reason, it reminds me of Vancouver. Used to be a big-shot vampire fiction author, but chance meeting on a plane reminded me of the importance of love and family. Never been happier. Greg from high school was asking after you. Thank you. I wish you the best. Don't talk to me until I have my pumpkin coffee. You can be very happy with Greg from high school. Don't talk to me until I've had my pumpkin coffee. Yes, indeed. Many people are saying this. Pumpkins burst through soil like corpses squeezed from shallow graves, as if the earth itself were too choked with flesh for further entry, and the living were consigned to a narrowing circle within the legions of the dead, the numberless murdered of the history of the world. I get it already. Greg from high school. Jesus. Where's Greg from high school? Where are you? He's nowhere but in the high school. Oh god, why are we entering the back rooms now? I'm too tired for this shit. Hey, Greg from high school. Oh, what? You think you're too good for Greg from high school, too? Yes. He looks like someone who strangles his wife in a Tennessee Williams play. Too grande, yep. Look, I have a schedule here. What if you just told me about what your horrible private death fantasies are and we can make them come true? Ha! We have the technology. Nice try. But this is just like the time when I was 8 and my friends showed me pictures of S Club 7 and asked me which one I liked. And I had no strong opinions, so I just picked one of them at random and everyone else went, ew. That's not really what I'm talking about. Wait, how about this one? Look, it's the Manic Pixie Dream Girl. She'll make you a mixtape for when she's chopping you apart. No! What about this? A high-powered office romance. BB, I need you to work late tonight. You're having a dinner with a very important client. Me? Is that even legal? Uh-oh, we're in one of the movies now. We kept seeing. Welcome, investors. Welcome, bon venant. What does desire look like in a world of casual mass death? For obvious questions, top retailers began asking this question. Now it could be answered. Ragmop, acting in collaboration with the Consumer Survey Institute, is proud to announce the Dream Resort, a bleeding-edge romantic horror simulacrum designed to furnish you with behavioral demographic details on the love-death imaginaries, today's top-used subcultures. Special group rates available. Ask for Marcy. God, what is this? Yuppie Psycho now? Yeah. Wait, Marcy is in... That's right. With the commercial failure of Marcy's World #2, I moved into consultant work to clear the debt. That's where I went into the spooks people. They too were consultants, in a way. It's for you. Just say what you want. Can it really be that hard? Don't worry. It'll all be over soon. What I want is Cha-Cha the Tree Frog. What? What? It's the name of the frog-themed animal mascot for the Rainforest Cafe. That's kind of a deep cut. Maybe you want the frog from the Warner Brothers cartoons instead? I don't want anything. I just think it's interesting. It's an interesting design. Don't look at me. Fuck you. Show me your desires if you think they're so great. Talking about, I legit saw one from the outside and it was like, what the fuck, it's real. What, a Rainforest Cafe? Oh god, everything's got Banjo-Kazooie eyes now. The figures watch each other in the corridors, scratch holes in the wallpaper where they can see and not be seen, leap out and drag themselves below to be tortured in a maze of secret prisons. This is the dream of the spook. You know, it's always bewildered me when people say they liked Marcy's World #1. What seemed like such a put-on to me, so calculated. What could I do? People told me what they like, and I believed them. There's an animatronic icon alligator that's so loud as hell when you eat. Wait, what? Oh, at the Rainforest Cafe, yeah. So I kept doing it, and then people didn't want it anymore. Just turned out they didn't even know what they just didn't even know just what they wanted. So the people I trusted to know to tell me so that I'd know what I wanted too. So I became a consultant to find out what people liked. Oh god, what is that? Just so you know, this is a real violation of my employee contract. What's with the tower? Everything we recorded went into the spook's memory. Survey results, sales receipts, interrogations, secret photographs, phone calls, final breaths, final wishes. Captured data bleeding and transformed inside the night mind into something else. Glimpse into the desires of age. The sex dreams of a bodiless serial torturer are the desires of an age? What else? Just like in a romantic movie, sometimes the thing you're looking for was right around you the whole time. To be told exactly who you are and what you want, wouldn't you like to know for sure? Wait a minute, Marcy, hold up. You don't even have to go there. I mean, I liked Marcy's World number 2. You did? I mean, I couldn't get the CD-ROM to play, but the Kathy Acker interview was good. Baby, you could come with me if you want. You can know things about yourself that only the advertisers know. I'll take my chances. Well, it's the privilege of youth to never have to recognize yourself. But maybe you'll want to someday be told exactly what it is you wanted. You might find yourself trying to come back here in your dreams. Uh-oh. It's the thing from Nightmare Zapping, which is what I streamed last Halloween. And then I woke up. The hotel had been abandoned, and the shoddy construction materials of the Dream Resort were already collapsing back into the forest mulch. Weary of my travels to the country of desire, when I got back home I decided to do the opposite, and spent the day playing video games instead. You won't last 10 seconds of this game, my lord! Whew. Alright, it's 3:47. As much as I would have loved to have this be a one-off and get done in a single night, there's one more segment left. And then bonus stuff. But we can't, We don't have the time for it tonight. There's no time for the final one. Oh, look, the Goya. It's referencing the Goya painting. Goya eating his child, or, not Goya. Goya drew it. Goya's not the character in the painting. Jesus. Saturn devouring her child. That was it. So, I think what we're gonna do... You'll hear the exit. Okay. So there's more shit down here. That painting was hung up in Goya's dining hall. Wow. So I will come back and I'll do that last segment. Hello. What's that? Am I BB? I'm taller than she was, don't you think? Hope you like the video games. To be honest, I found them a bit repetitive. All that digging through old basements, chased around, never getting the full picture. I must live like a rat all the time. Next time I die, I'll come back as a bird. Hell yeah. Are you sure this is the Hank Williams song? Saying new wave and old time will be one and the same a little bit later on in the game. I'll make sure I get the plan here. Listen, do you know how many flyers for these kinds of bands I saw on my trip outside the city? Every bar in every town, a whole underground economy of cowboy hats. We could go there. We could escape into the land of country music where there was always happy endings. So hurry up and pick a real country song. I told you, I don't know anything. Well, I guess I heard one once. They're gonna find us, they're gonna find us, they're gonna find us someday. Steal away to the dark end of the street, you and me. And the game just closed. Okay. Alright. So that, I guess that's the bonus. We will absolutely come back and do the final segment, Face of the Killer, at some point. Given how long these segments are getting, I'm assuming that it'll be a good hour or so of content, at least. Again, I don't want to call it content, but, you know, that's what it is sometimes. Anyway, that's going to be it for me tonight. I hope everyone had a happy Halloween. Hope everyone enjoyed Anthology of the Killer for what we've streamed of it. My throat is shot. I can barely talk. I will be gone tomorrow, Saturday, and I'm pretty much calling it now. I'm not going to be here Sunday night. I'm going to prep Star Force 3 on Sunday night. Next week, Star Force 3 will be the focus, trying to get the post-game done. Mario and Luigi Brothership comes out at the end of the week. And the week after that, we'll probably do Shadow Generations, and we'll probably do... we're going to do something else, too. Another short game that I have planned that week. But thank you so much for coming. Have a great weekend, everyone. If you want to watch more streams, stick around. I'm going to raid. Who could use the raid? Who would enjoy the raid? Corridor Zero is playing the Monster Hunter Wilds open beta. That sounds really fun. Gonna go ahead and give them a raid. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. I'm gonna get some sleep. Good night, and stay spooky.
Skeletons and shivers down your spine.